Timeout!
Hi, and welcome to Timeout. I'm Tom Beemer. As you can tell, I'm wearing jeans. I'm wearing jeans because we don't have a lot of time to out for you. We have 3 football games to talk to you, and then I got to run because we have state golf and state softball and district cross country and so much going on in high school sports that I just have to wear jeans. First off, let's talk about what happened last Friday night in Wayne, America, where West Point-Beemer remained unbeaten. 7-0, 32-28 win over the Wayne Blue Devils. And it came down to a little trickery for the Cadets. It was a 24-yard halfback pass from Hunter Pilikowski to Ben Vandergrind with 52 seconds left in the football game that lifted West Point to the 32-28 win over Wayne. Sorry, Beemer, I omitted you, but it's okay because my last name's Beemer. I can do that. West Point-Beemer now at 7-0 faces Pierce this week. Wayne has Norfolk Catholic this week. If Wayne would not beat Norfolk Catholic, that means Norfolk Catholic would beat Wayne. Jeff Beller, the Norfolk Catholic football coach, would become the all-time winningest high school coach in the state of Nebraska last week when the Knights beat Madison. He tied Tom Jaworski as the all-time winningest coach, both with 343 career wins. Elsewhere Friday night, as you can tell, it was a rainy night Friday night. It was really rainy in Battle Creek, and it was really raining on the Lutheran High Northeast football team as Battle Creek beat them 6-0. Not a lot of offense generated by either team. That's because the conditions were muddy and slippery because it was raining all night, virtually all weekend. Battle Creek now 4-3 on the season. They have to win out to get to the playoffs. Lutheran High fell to 4-3 on the season. They have to win out to get to the playoffs. They have a little bit tougher of a road to hoe in front of them because they have Ponca left on their schedule. And Ponca, as we all know, is still undefeated and a very good football team. The night before Friday night, which is Thursday night, Creighton was in Wakefield. It was the Super Bowl for the Trojans. Wakefield ineligible for the playoffs this year. They were 5-0 coming in. Creighton was 5-0 coming in. As big of a game as Wakefield was going to get this year. And they stuck with the Bulldogs through the first half, but a big injury in the second half to Julio Sanchez kind of hampered the Trojans, and they ended up losing 70-38 in the highest scoring football game I've witnessed in years. And it was a high-scoring game not because of a lack of defense, but because of plenty of offensive talent. Nobody more talented than Bryce Zimmerer of Creighton. Ran for 227 yards to lead the Bulldogs to the win, but he had a lot of help in front of him, behind him, around him. Quarterback Derek Wortman was all over the place, running the ball, throwing the ball. And in the second half, what Creighton did was a little bit contrary to what they did in the first half. It was kind of a burst of speed for Creighton before halftime. Then they kind of said, you know what, offensive line, we're going to follow you. And they did that. They overpowered the Trojans in the second half, and that's why they are still undefeated. That's why Wakefield now has 1 loss. Zimmerer talked a little bit about what that offensive line means to the team after the game.
Our line's amazing. We got up front, those guys work hard in practice every day. Coach gets after them, but they work hard and they go hard the whole time. But at halftime, Coach just told us that we got to keep working, keep being the physical team, and that in the end of it, we'll come out with a W. But he always stresses that the next half's just as big as the first half, and he told us to go into it at 0-0. So.
And as you know, Creighton's not the only team with a powerful offensive line in this area. We're going to talk about some of those teams next week that do have powerful offensive lines. But right now, I got to go do some golf stuff and some cross-country stuff and whatever else is going on. Until next week, I'm Tom Beemer for Timeout.